Yo, it's your boy Jay South. This is just a quick skills test tutorial. It's not official from SAE, just from class rep, from a student who happens to have a little understanding on the board. So still come in, get your own studying, but this can be a guide for you. You always want to set up the master section. We're going to turn our stereo master up to unity. We're going to come up, deal with each section at a time. Talk back, we can turn up to unity or 9 just so we can hear something. Solo, we're going to turn up to unity. Control room, we'll turn up to 9. We don't have to do studio because we don't have those speakers here at SAE. You want to click your left-right mix and left-right mix only on the control room area. Phones 2 and phones 1, we don't have to do anything with. And you want to assign mix B to the left-right mix, which you selected on control room, and turn your mix B up some. Then you want to go to your auxiliary masters and turn them all up to unity. That's it for your master section. Now we're going to deal with our input signal. The first thing we want to do is turn the signals up, which is stereo. So we're going to turn them up to unity. We're going to pan them. Now not only are we panning them for stereo reasons, so they stay in stereo image, but that's how you want to do level setting. You want to pan that one signal to the left or to the right, and then solo it. That way, over here where your meters are, once you got it panned, you can meter it just by that one single meter, because you don't want to do a level setting looking at both meters, just one. So we want to come up here to our gain adjustment at the top, and then just set it somewhere between 0 and 7 on our meter side. So we set this until 0 or 7 is coming in on our meters. Now, due to the fact that the signal we have coming in is pretty optimized, it's already coming in pretty hot, so we don't have to turn these too much. But if you did have to turn them, you turn them up until the point that the meter was showing between 0 and 7. So we solo one. Don't forget to solo the other and properly adjust it. Set it to where it needs to be. Take it off solo. Now that we got the signal right, we want to get our signal to Pro Tools. And to get it to Pro Tools, we have to send it to the buses and then bus it out to Pro Tools. So what we want to do is select bus 1 and 2. Then we'll come over here, and we selected bus 1 and 2 on both sides. Then come over here and turn 1 and 2 up. As we turn it up, we can see our signal is getting turned up into Pro Tools. So that's a good thing. That means we're doing it right so far. All right, so now that we got decent signal coming into Pro Tools, we see that it's coming in. So when signal comes out of Pro Tools, it automatically comes back. We have it coming back on channel 1 and channel 2. And so soon as it leaves Pro Tools, by default, it's going to come back on mix B. And because we turned our mix B up in the master section, we should be able to turn it up here and get signal, which we do. And so it's in mix B. We have volume. We're going to pan it out because it is a stereo image. Every time you make that signal travel, you want to keep it in stereo. Just so you can know, I'm not sure if it'll be on the skills test or not, but just for your information, the only way we can EQ on mix B is by hitting split EQ in. And once split EQ in is hit on mix B, the only EQs that are available will be your high shelf and your low shelf. High shelf and low shelf only. So remember, every line is worth 3 dB, and to cut means to go left, to boost means to go right. And remembering that it's a stereo image, whatever you do to one side, if you boost 9 on this side, you have to boost 9 on this side. And that is how you EQ in mix B, by hitting split EQ, and you only have high shelf and low shelf available. So we'll zero those back out. because mix B is not where we want to mix. If we want to mix a song and use it in split fashion, we want to mix on our channel. And to get our signal from our mix B, which is where it goes by default when it leaves the multi-track recorder, we have to come up here to the top and hit the flip switch, which takes our signal from mix B and it puts it on the channel path. We will not, by any means necessary, touch our gains up here anymore because we've already adjusted them. This will have absolutely no effect at all, so don't touch your gains. Now that we have our signal on the channel path, we simply turn them up to unity. Remember, it's a stereo image, so we want to pan them and we want to assign them to our left-right mix. So now we have our signal on the channel path where we can properly mix it. And because it's on the channel path, we have more available. We have all of our EQs available versus when the path was on the mix B path, we only had high and low available. Now that the channel is on, now that the signal is on the channel path, if we want to EQ, we always have to use our EQ in button. So if we were told to EQ post tape, which means we want to EQ a signal after it leaves the multi-track recorder, and we know our channel is on the, we know our signal's on the channel path, we hit EQ in. Now our EQs are available for use. Turn ours down a little bit. Now, if we want to send the signals to a delay, we want to come over here to the patch bay. We have to remember that we're sending time-based effects through AUXes 1 and AUXes 2. So you know you're using aux sends. So we'll simply come and find console aux sends. So we're tapping into AUXes 1 and 2. We want to send the signal out. So we're coming out from 1 and 2, sending the signal out from 1 and 2. And what you want to do is get the numbers of the equipment you're going into. The equipment we want to send our signal to is equipment that has the gear labeled 5 and 6. So we'll come over here. We'll come to our patch bay. We're coming out from 1 and 2 into gear 5 and 6. And to go into the gear, you go to the bottom side. So you go in 5 and 6. So you left 1 and 2, you put it into 5 and 6. But remember, once it goes in, it has to come out. So take it out from 5 and 6. And since it's a time-based effect, we want to bring it back on a spare channel. We'll take 5 and 6 and send it out to console line in. You can send it anywhere from 21 all the way through 32. The way we're set up at this moment, we're already using 29 and 30, so we'll just choose 21 and 22. Now, once you have it plugged in, you're sending signal to the delay, but you're only sending it at the point that you turn up aux 1 on the left and aux 2 on the right. Now you're officially sending signal. You routed it through your patch bay, but don't forget to turn up 1 on the left and 2 on the right to send it to the gear you're trying to use. As you send it, make sure you check your meter, because you don't want your meter clipping, because if you distort the delay here, it'll be distorted as it comes back, and we don't want that. It's coming back to our spare channels that we plugged it into, 21, 22. Like all things, we'll turn it up. It's still stereo, so we pan it, and we assign it to our left-right mix. Now our signal has delay on it. So we know we're sending the main mix to an insert, so we're gonna come right here to main insert send. Because it's the main mix, you have to use the insert to do it. Okay. So main insert send. So the main insert send. So you're gonna go into the out because you're taking the sound and taking it out. Out. And the out is gonna always be the top. Yep. That's all I got. Alright, so it's out. So now we want to take it in into the compressor, which is 3 and 4. The in is below. Alright, so now you got the signal going in to the compressor. it can't stay at the compressor. It has to come back out of the compressor.
Yeah.
In to main.
Oh yeah, and that's in the bottom is in.
Return it.
Return. Okay. So now I came back out.
They really rap about what they don't do when they say they living that thug life. They only say that cause they want to. You